acid mixture. In this experiment, we have to estimate the amount of HCl and acetic acid present in the given acid mixture. So we have taken 50 ml of acid mixture in a beaker, and the electrode, it is immersed into the solution. This is a conductivity cell. It is made of 2 platinum electrodes, and the electrodes are kept 1 centimeter apart. And the conductivity cell, it is connected to the conductivity meter. So you can see the conductivity meter here. So this is the solution, this is a conductivity cell, and this is the conductivity meter. And we have filled the burette with NaOH solution. This is standard NaOH. It is filled and it's made up to 0. So now I am going to start the experiment. Bring the burette into the solution and solution without addition of NaOH and take the first reading. So you can see the initial reading without addition of NaOH, it is coming as 19.5. So now we have to add 0.5 ml of standard NaOH solution into the acid mixture. After each addition, we have to blow the solution. And note down the reading. For 0.5 ml, the reading is 17.3. This procedure has to continue till 10 ml. So now you can see that initially after each addition of NaOH, the conductivity, it is decreased up to 3 ml, and after that again 0.5 ml when it is added, it is started increasing.
Continue till 10.
Graphics. So now I have taken up to 8 ml. So you can see that initially the reading it is decreased, and after some time the reading is almost like constant, not constant, slightly it is increasing. After that again a sudden increase it is there in the values. So we have taken an acid mixture containing HCl and acetic acid. So because when we are adding NaOH from the burette, the strong acid present in the acid mixture, that is HCl, it will ionize first and it will react with NaOH, and the reaction involved is HCl plus NaOH gives NaCl plus water. Neutralization reaction is taking place. So why first HCl is reacting is because it is a strong acid. So after the complete neutralization of HCl with NaOH, then the second acid present in the acid mixture, that is acetic acid, will start reacting with NaOH. So it will also form sodium acetate and water. So these are the reactions taking place in this experiment, and after taking the readings we have to plot the graph. So I am showing a sample graph of, it is already done and kept. So here in the graph we have to take volume of NaOH in the x-axis and conductivity in the y-axis. So for us the first reading is like 0 volume of NaOH, the conductivity is 19.5. So like that we have to mark it. Then next 0.5 ml, what is the conductivity, we have to mark it. So next 1 ml, then 1.5 ml, then 2, then 2.5, 3, 3.5, like that we have to mark all the points up to 10 ml. So after marking the points we have to take a scale and join the points a straight line, and if some points are outside we can leave that point, without that we can join a straight line and extend the line also. So same way we have to join these points and extend both the sides. Again from here to here we can join all the points and extend the line. So where these two lines are meeting, so draw the perpendicular and mark it as V1 and find out the value. And in this point again draw the perpendicular and find out the point and mark it as V2. By using V1 and V2 we can do the calculation. So this is the calculation part. A sample graph is also given here. So the strength of standard sodium hydroxide solution is 0.1. So this will be given. So this is the standard solution, and volume of acid mixture pipetted out is 50 cm3. Volume of NaOH required to neutralize HCl we will get from this graph. So here what is the value you are getting as V1, that should be taken here. So in this graph you are getting it as 2.2 cm3, and volume of NaOH required to neutralize both HCl and acetic acid, that is 3.8, that is V2, 3.8 cm3. So here what you are taking as V2 is for the neutralization of both the acids. So we have to find out only for the neutralization of acetic acid how much NaOH is utilized. So to find out that we have to calculate V2 minus V1. So that is 3.8 minus 2.2 we have to do. So now we have to find out what is the strength of HCl. So normality of HCl is equal to normality of NaOH, that we know that it is 0.1 into V1, that is we are getting from the graph as 2.2 by what is the volume of acid mixture you are taken. So if you calculate that, we will get what is the normality of HCl you are taken. So weight of HCl present in this acid mixture we can find out by multiplying the normality what you are getting with equivalent weight of HCl. So the equivalent weight of HCl is 36.5, and if you do the calculation we will be getting the answer. So V2 minus V1, it is coming as 1.6. And if we do this calculation, we will be getting the answer as so it is coming the normality of HCl as 0.0044 normal. So this 0.0044 multiply with the equivalent weight of HCl will give what is the weight of HCl present in the given acid mixture. So it is coming as 0.1606 grams per dm cube. Next we have to calculate the strength of acetic acid. So the normality of NaOH is 0.1 multiply with V2 minus V1, that is 1.6 by 50. It is coming as 0.0032 normal. So this normality you have to multiply with equivalent weight of acetic acid, that is coming as 0.0032 into 60. So it is coming as 0.192 gram per dm cube. So our result is what is the weight of HCl present in 1 dm cube of acid mixture is 0.1606 grams per dm cube, and weight of acetic acid present in 1 dm cube of acid mixture is 0.192 gram per dm cube. This is the result.